Hey, and welcome to Paytime with Robin and African Payment Solutions. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We've got a stormy day here today. I was just thinking, Facebook Pay. I was trying to think about like what happened in Brazil, where the central bank stopped Facebook Pay from operating in Brazil with WhatsApp, who has 120 million users. And I was thinking, what implications does that have for Africa? You know, they ordered MasterCard and Visa to stop supporting the project. They blocked Cielo, the payment gateway relationship, from continuing. And I think it's all because the central bank in Brazil is rolling out their own digital currency. And I wondered if this is Facebook Pay's fate across Africa. Another thought about Africa is the Black Lives Matter movement, which I'm not qualified at all to comment on, but I noticed that I wonder how this impacts on Africa. The companies, the companies actively supporting Black Lives Matter with policies and interventions that will change the dynamic, which I think is amazing. Companies like Adidas and Amazon, IBM, Facebook, Apple, the big guys, PayPal, Pinterest, YouTube, Target, PepsiCo, Walmart. This could make a significant shift in the perception of Africa and Africans. To add to the kind of discrimination element, we've always experienced that African bank bins get blocked. For example, Kenya, Nigeria. Sometimes the issuing banks would block those banks or those territories from card approvals, and most of it possibly for legit transactions that are good, which seriously hampers any large online merchants who are selling goods to the rest of the world, where people are paying with their card issued in UK, Europe, Canada, America, Australia, Asia, and then those bins are blocked actually by the issuer. So the merchant in those territories would not be able to get paid. There's a high failure rate. So yeah, that's a hampering factor which I think we need to think about how that could be changed, that Africa isn't like this forbidden territory. Anyway, back to just in terms of the digital currencies, Facebook Pay, I would imagine that governments are going to want to dominate across Africa. They're going to have the same threat, although currently they haven't mobilized to the same extent that some governments have internationally or central banks have internationally, but they will want to dominate the currency situation. They will all have a high level of fear of a currency that's going to come in, a digital currency that's going to topple or impact on their local currency. So we could be in for the same fate. Facebook Pay, PayPal could be in for the same fate as Facebook Pay in India and Brazil. And let's just think with regard to PayPal's recent support for crypto purchases, could they also be prevented from selling Bitcoin and using it to transact across the continent? PayPal's already had a really rough time in getting approvals to operate in sub-Saharan Africa. I was also thinking, I wonder whether PayPal's mission is to hodl, whether it's just for buying and storing Bitcoins, or whether it could be used to transfer globally cross-border. Can you imagine the awesomeness of that? Is just open a PayPal account and now you can transfer money and crypto, in particular cross-border, at possibly a fraction of the cost. As they're a centralized organization, it would be just a change in a T account to say that somebody in Africa has transferred money to somebody in America. Yeah, so this would put PayPal in the same category as Facebook Pay. And I guess as a result of these centralized organizations being easily stopped by authorities, is the reason why localbitcoins and Paxful have done exceptionally well across Africa. It's not easy to close them down or to stop them from operating. Anyway, those are my rambling thoughts about Africa, payments, emerging markets, Facebook Pay, WhatsApp, that Africa might become a little bit more flavor of the month as a result of the Black Lives Matter movement, and that PayPal's challenges that might become similar to Facebook Pay's experience in India and Brazil. So I hope that was interesting for you, and I hope you have a fantastic day. If you're looking for payment at the checkout, then please get hold of us at africanpaymentsolutions.com. Send us an email or an inquiry, and we will get you paid with the key payment methods across sub-Saharan Africa. Have a fantastic day, and I hope to chat to you tomorrow.